Hey guys, you remember me? It's been such a long time since I recorded one of these, but I'm gonna try to get back into it. I haven't recorded in a while. I don't want to go into details, but I've been super hella depressed. I apologize just because it's just been a rough couple of weeks, I guess. I don't know how long it's been since I've posted, but I've been busy with work and school and depression and anxiety and basic millennial bullshit. And I just felt like I needed to record one of these because, these are really fun to do and I miss doing them. So we're back. Also, I decided not to record in my house. Shocker. I'm actually out in the world. I'm sitting in my car. Funny story. No, I'm sitting in my car and I'm at the beach and it's like 8:30 p.m. So it's dark. And honestly, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is coming to the beach at night. I don't know why. It's just so amazing. It feels so cooling. Like if you want to be in Florida and like experience an amazing fucking weather, the only time you'll ever get to experience that in the summer is if you go to the beach at night. Oh my God, it's incredible, amazing. So it's an experience. And if you've never done it, you have to at least once. I promise it's amazing. But yeah, there was one time I came to the specific place I'm at, which just driving here is just so cathartic and beautiful. And there's like these gorgeous houses that like pretty sure multi-million-dollar people live in and evacuate and probably have to like, I don't know, really be scared for their house every time they leave. Like I would never want to live on the beach. Like as amazing that would be, holy fuck. If the recording's kind of bad, it's because I'm in a fucking car. So forgive me a little bit. I'm going to try to edit this, but I would just never want to live in a house on the beach because as beautiful as that is and as how amazing as that sounds, like the cons of dying in a fucking hurricane kind of outweigh all the pros, to be honest with you. But it's super beautiful out here. And there was one specific time, story time, really quick. I came here with one of my exes and there's this like apartment building right on the beach. We're on like an island. So there's an apartment building, apartment with this pool, and we would walk all the way down the beach. It's at the very end of the island, and we would like hang out at that pool, and like the guests didn't give a shit, but security did, and we almost got caught trespassing. When you're like kids and you just want to fucking do shit, and that's the stupid bullshit that you do. But it was really, really fun, especially during the day, just hanging out at that pool, because there was a lot of other people that lived there that were cool with us. So it was just fun. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about today on this podcast. I actually wanted to talk about things that curse me on a daily basis. I cannot stop thinking about I'm always in an existential crisis. That's what we're getting at here. And I just want to share my burdens with you guys just to, if you have the same opinions as I do, great. Cool, but just as a disclaimer, if you are hella religious, if you have very strong-willed opinions on things, this is probably not the podcast for you, because I do not believe in anything. Like, I wouldn't say a lot of people kind of feel the same way as me. Maybe they do. Maybe I haven't talked to enough people because I'm a fucking antisocial piece of shit. But if you agree with any of these things, cool. But if you get offended very easily over opinions, and if you have strong-willed opinions, don't watch this. That's what I'm getting at. But I wrote down a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and maybe it'll go off on tangents. We'll see where things go. But that is the premise of today's podcast. So if you want to keep listening, we gonna start, beach. But also, we're in like a really sketchy place. So if at any point, okay, so I'm in a really sketchy parking lot and like, I'm just scared like a cop is gonna fucking be like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck you doing here? Because like, I don't know, fucking, oh my gosh. Everything fucking gives me anxiety. But I'm going to try not to think about it, and we're just going to go off and be fucking existential and whatnot. And I'm going to try not to have a fucking panic attack. But if I do, the internet will see. And if this is like, I don't know. I'm just, guys, I have anxiety, okay? What the fuck? But anyways, let's get into it. Let me just, take a hit of my perfectly legal tobacco real quick. Okay. So, a couple minutes ago, I wrote some stuff down. It's probably not even right, but so the whole premise of like science is to figure out like what's the meaning of life, I guess. That's pretty much, I guess, humans are like obsessed with knowing like what the meaning of life is. I guess they equate part of self-actualization with knowing what the meaning of life is. I don't know if that's so important, to be honest with you. Even if you find out what the meaning of life is, what's that gonna, what are you gonna do with that information? We are here for so little time. We don't know what happens after death, which I'm assuming nothing happens because as humans, being so insignificant in this big, huge universe, we have probably made no impact on the whole universe. Honestly, like we as humans look at ourselves as being so superior and so like we think we're so good that we kill the other things that are on the same planet as us, and we don't even try to understand them, and we don't even try to discover what's on our own planet. Apparently like 75% or whatever of the ocean hasn't even been discovered yet. So why are we trying to figure out what's going on beyond the earth when we don't even know what's on our own planet? I don't know, man. Like, I just think that's crazy. And if we want to know the meaning of life, maybe we should look more into what we haven't discovered yet. I guess I just don't understand why are we looking? Yeah, maybe there might be life outside of Earth. I mean, it's possible. I kind of believe in aliens. This was all kind of inspired by me watching Ancient Aliens for like fucking 3 weeks straight, and I love it. And I will thank Jenna Marbles, my queen, my fucking queen, for talking about this endlessly on the Jenna and Julian podcast. So I fucking watched it one day and I was hooked, man. It's so good. If you like really boring History Channel documentaries, like this is your shit. Watch it. It's on Hulu. It's on the fucking History Channel. And it's probably on YouTube too, honestly. And it's such a fun show to watch and really insightful and kind of doesn't just mention aliens. It kind of goes out over like everything, like religion. And I highly recommend it. And as someone who has been through like how many years? Probably like 12 years of, no, 9 years? 9 years. 9 years of Catholic school, being raised extremely strictly Catholic. Very Catholic, strict as hell Catholic. And then going into a public school where no religion was involved, I was fucking done with that shit. Honestly, I use that as kind of a background because I guess in the Bible, there's some truth to it. But I think, I don't know, when people write down any sort of testimony, not just in the Bible, but anywhere, you're not writing it down in the moment that you're living it in. So if these people have like seen like, the resurrection of Jesus or like something coming down from the sky, it might not be accurate because that's a crazy experience, seeing something coming down from the sky, seeing someone going up into the sky. You don't know what it is, especially at that time, because there were no planes. There was nothing that people like knew about. So how would what they said was accurate if they've never seen it before? They're only trying to describe what they see through the only thing that they can compare it to, which is, someone floating in the sky, like angels, because the church told them that there were angels, they're just associating one thing with another. what if they were aliens? Like, that's kind of what the show is suggesting. And, you know, that's an interesting take on the Bible, because, like, if you think about it that way, it makes so much fucking sense. And apparently there is so many UFO sightings. And, like, after watching that show, all I do now is look at every single cloud in the sky and assume that that is a UFO. Apparently, if you see a UFO, all the UFO sightings have specific things in common, like red flashing lights in the sky and big cloud-like things that have like a halo around them almost. Honestly, that's like an interesting sort of image, and I wish I'm so high, dude. But anyways, so with my religious background and watching all of this, it kind of brought up some of the things that plague me on a daily basis. Like, I'm in existential crises all the time, just in general, all the time. But I don't know. I feel like it's so interesting that we as humans think an alien would look like us in any way, because this is all we can comprehend is what we know and what we see. I guess we kind of try to visualize things that we don't know about, like, what is the meaning of life? How do we know? Like, first of all, there is no meaning. And if you find your own meaning, that's your own interpretation, but it'll be completely different for someone else. I guess you can find your meaning, supposedly, but in general, there's no meaning to any of this. If we knew the meaning, I feel like we would know. Plus, how do they even prove that the Big Bang or the whole theory of the Big Bang even happened? Because how? I feel like we shouldn't be asking these questions in general. I don't think we should be asking what the meaning of life is or how we got here, how all this was. Because we're never going to know the answer, like straight up. As insignificant as human beings are, because we are, compared to an entire universe, supposedly, that we haven't even discovered yet, because we can't even leave our own atmosphere, barely, as human beings. We could send cars out into the atmosphere forever and ever and ever, and cameras, but cameras can only last so long. I mean, the more we look out into space, the more in the past we look too, which is an incredible concept to me. It took me so long to just understand that concept. Like, the light we see is light from millions maybe of years ago, because these stars that we see, white dwarfs, are already dead. Isn't that crazy? We didn't know that. Now you know. Yeah, I just think as human beings, like, we shouldn't fucking waste our time with this. We shouldn't waste our time trying to figure out why we're here, when we should just, like, I don't know, considering we can conceive all of these incredible things, that our mind works the way it does. Like, holy fuck, what the fuck was that? That was insane. Oh my God, I heard something. Oh my God, my heart. Okay, anyways, oh my God. Sorry, I'm having like an actual panic attack for a second, but I think we're okay. Hopefully no one is in my car that's gonna like come out and fucking shoot me. But like, I think we're okay. But anyways, I just don't think as humans we should waste our time trying to find the answers to things we're so small. We're so small, and we think we can just take a little microscopes and figure it out. Like, what the fuck? That's insane. First of all, like, I just think we're wasting our time. I feel like everything is inconceivable. It doesn't really matter why any of this is here. And how do we, like, I understand how we know the solar system exists, because we actually had a camera go out, like, supposedly. How they control this thing, fucking, I don't know, man. How long do these batteries last for? Like, what the fuck? I think that's insane. I don't know how these things are powered, if they have a little generator on it. There's probably research, and I just haven't looked it up. Yeah, I just think that's crazy. And the whole moon being hollow, I can get on board with that. That actually is very interesting, because apparently our moon is closer to us than other planets, which is weird. I don't believe there's a whole theory about the moon being hollow and that there are like actual fucking aliens in it and shit. Like, that's kind of weird to me, and I don't believe in that. But the moon being hollow in general, because there are apparently craters on the moon that are so deep that you don't know if they end or if they just go all the way through the moon. Yeah, I think that's an interesting theory. Yeah, the point I'm trying to get at is I don't try to worry about what the meaning of life is, because I know for a fact that I personally am never going to know the real answer. I haven't accepted that, because I'm just going to keep searching, because my hope is probably just as bottomless as the moon. supposedly, I don't even know if that made sense. I have a lot of hope. And, me just conceiving more theories in my own head about things, I don't know. It's kind of cool and interesting. But also, another thing I wanted to talk about is time. Because, we have clocks everywhere. We know what time it is. Like, we know that one moon orbit around the Earth is one day, or I don't fucking know, bruh. But one Earth rotation around itself is one day. God, either that was really dumb of me to say, or I don't know. But it's some rotation and it's a day. Some rotation around the sun and it's a year. But how do we know that time is real? How do we know that things are moving forward? And how do we know that time travel can move us backwards, or if the past is even relevant at all? It's relevant to helping a society, which don't even get me started on societies and how humans have ruined this planet. How humans are awful, evil, and will destroy this earth is the overpopulation of us, because we just don't know how to stop. And we think we're so superior that we can just have this whole planet. But we're actually are the ones killing it. Anyways, that's a whole... we went on a tangent, guys. Time, how do we know it's real? It's just crazy to think about, as humans, we have to make something make sense. We have to have some part of our mind make sense of things. So I think humans just come up with these ordered time. We need to know something's moving forward, I guess, because we walk forward. This is just me trying to put two and two together here of why time is real. I don't know. Maybe things aren't moving forward or backward. Maybe that's just something we made up. Maybe we're just standing still. Maybe things don't work. I feel like humans just come up with their own meaning for things, and then there's what's really happening. And I feel like nobody tests that. I feel like there's definitely more than what we think and what we're told. And I feel like more people should, I don't know, question. Just question everything around you, because nothing is real. Nothing is real. And I don't know. Another thing with space is that I think it's so interesting how we're in one of the youngest parts of the universe. How our part of the universe is relatively new. I don't know how science can actually measure that shit, but they do. And that's cool, I guess, because, it's probably not real, but I don't really trust any human confirmation of anything scientific, because we made all this up because we want things to be same. We need things to make sense because we're humans. That's pretty much where I'm at with all that. And when it comes to religion, I did have a long religious background. I went to Catholic school for 9 years. 9 years, if you didn't understand a word I just said, because I'm up there. We're enlightened. I'm high. With that, I don't believe in any religion, honestly, because we use religion to make things make sense. That's what humans do. We just want things to make sense, So we came up with these extreme stories. And, in the Bible, I feel like if you correlate the stories that were in the Bible with any signs that aliens were real, I mean, it does correlate, and it really does make sense. I just feel like humans just needed to find something to blame almost, and something to use as a reason. So they made all these religions. Different religions represent different parts of the world and different cultures, and what they collectively believed in as their own societies. And they used religion to explain what happens after you die. They used religion to explain pretty much everything, because they needed something to make sense. That's how I think religion came about. I just think that humans want things to make sense, and that is why we are told what we're told. And I don't know, I just think we should question. We should think so outside of the box, because I'm almost 100% sure that, maybe we are right. Maybe all the things we are told are right. Maybe science is right. Maybe religion is right. But as humans, we're never going to know. And, it's always fun to question. I'm not saying it's bad to question. And I'm not saying that, things don't matter. This is just what I believe. You can take that any way you'd like. Yeah, that is kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to think if I want to say anything else, or if I want to go off on any more tangents. But, maybe I'll go off on, Oh my God, I'm so... Yeah. But I'm looking out my car window right now, and goddamn, it's really nice. Hope none of these clouds are spaceships. Actually, yeah, take me. Fucking take me off this earth. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, every time I look at the moon, I think about that moon theory, and it's just like, wow, that's fucking wild, bro. And you know what's crazy? If you like sit really still, you'd see the moon move. It's wild. I don't know if that's the clouds moving, but like I swear there was one day when there were no clouds in the sky, and I saw the moon move. And I'm sure the moon does move like relatively quickly and more quicker than we believe it does, but like, damn, it's so cool. I'm such a nerd. There's also like planes in the sky. Are they stars? God damn, I don't know. But yeah. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Like, first of all, filming a podcast in a parking lot at a beach. What the fuck am I doing? We're here. It's a nice night. This really does remind me of like when I had friends. Oh my God, this is turning depressing. Fun. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here and kind of edit out all of that. Maybe I'll add stuff in right here. So if I'm going to add anything else to this podcast, I'm going to add it right here. Yeah, hope you guys are having a good day, a good night, a good afternoon, or whatever. Stay happy. Follow me on all my social media if you like this podcast, this mess of a podcast. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you listen this far, and I will try to post more often, I promise. Well, I don't promise, but I'll try my best. But anyways, okay, bye.